morning, beautiful ladies. For humans, thank you for joining me today to celebrate the second moon for the month. A definite gift from the universe for us to release this pressure cooker of intensity and emotions and feelings and energy that's swirling through the world as we know it. I'm going to invite you to put your hand on your belly and your heart if you feel. See if you can really touch the skin and close your eyes. As you breathe in, feeling the skin against your hand expand. And contract. The steady rhythm of your heart. As we spend this next little moment together, we invite in all of our guides and angels, the gods, the seen and the unseen, to join us, to remind us who we are. Observing your breath, letting your mind relax. The motor that keeps us programmed through the day. You can let that relax and go to observing thoughts that might come in. Let them fall through the cracks out the other side. Them fall away just as we shed another skin at this full moon. Another layer closer to understanding who we are, how we think, what we need, and how we feel. Another layer closer to having the courage, the presence, the patience to sit with ourselves in all minutes of the day, in quiet, in receiving mode, in this place where we can receive the gifts of the earth around us. This full moon is in Taurus. It's an earth sign. Taurus is often referred to the container for life or the garden. As we breathe and feel our being, feel ourself, feel our presence in this moment, the time that we've taken to give ourselves this gift. We can take a moment to contemplate what is the container that we've created for ourselves. How do we curate that as artists, as women, intuitive beings? We're constantly creating this container or garden or nest for ourselves to be safe, and whole and happy and fulfill our purpose. Whether that's as simply as basic as getting through a day or coming up with something wildly creative, inventive, any level on that spectrum, we create a space for ourselves. So allow your mind gently to cast over that container you've created for yourself. Think about the things that you love. Taurus is tactile. It's pleasure, it's beauty. It's the things, the fabrics, the foods, the sensuous things that we bring into our life to make us feel happy and comfortable. Allow your mind to cast over those things in your environment, in your nest, your container that make you feel comfortable, that make you feel beautiful. Fabrics, the way the sunshine casts in the morning onto your bed, maybe in the afternoon onto your kitchen sink, and whilst that sink may be full of dishes, that little moment of light reminds you that you're not alone. There's someone watching out for you. There's someone offering you a tiny sign or signal to divert your energy, your momentarily taken by something outside of yourself. And those are the moments that we string together to bring ourselves calm and peace and allow things to grow in our container. You can also look at how we water things in our mind, in our body, in our soul. How are we watering our own garden? Are we pulling out the weeds? And the weeds come in many forms. Our thoughts, physical items, those dishes, every single day, they're still there. How do we look at them differently? Take a breath together. In through your nose, really feel your heart, your thoughts, everything slowing down. Feel the power that comes from our breath. This is also another a way we can water our gardens. Water our minds. The veil in our lives is very thin right now. There's no mistaking, we can see where things feel off, where situations don't feel comfortable, where people aren't necessarily in their truth. as women and as humans, we can feel that. And there's no more deceiving ourselves of what is or isn't. And recognizing that also, maybe let's call that fertilizer. When we recognize the truth in ourselves and how we feel or what we see, stripping away assumptions, stripping away judgments, we can fertilize our own growth, our own expansion by seeing our role, disconnecting or detaching with love to others and their role and their choices. Right now, the depth of humanity is really about loving everybody for their choices, no matter what side of the fence, what you eat, what you don't eat, how you eat it. Every single detail is an opportunity for growth and expansion within our own container. In each of these little moments through the day, the smile in our daughter's face, the love in our partner's eyes, the sunshine on the kitchen bench, that first moment we let go when we get into a warm bath, the deliciousness of cuddling up and with a cup of tea and reading a book on a Saturday afternoon, whatever you choose. That's this moment of feeding our own selves, our own soul, and each of those tiny steps again stitched together to create the foundations of our own growth, our own expansion, our own truth, our own ability to step into who we are. Because deep down in that container, we know who we are. We know what we want. We know what we need. We know what we love. We know where we're going. And bit by bit, each moon cycle, each world happening, each interaction with another human, we have a choice to shed a layer towards the truth of ourselves or not. And each of those truth moments brings us closer and deeper and more rooted into our gardens, our containers of self, which is provided by Mother Nature, by the universe, for us to grow with our firm foundations and roots solidly into the ground. We have more strength to ride the waves, to feel the breeze as it bends us and pushes us, to absorb the sunshine for one more second when it comes in through that window and dances with us, graces our face, our skin. We feel the warmth. In those moments, find your hand on your belly or your heart and see if you can take yourself there even deeper for one more second. We also have Scorpio in the sky, ruling the sun. This is asking us to go deeper, deeper into our desires, our love, what we love, what turns us on in every level. Ask yourself that too. What are you planting in your garden? What do you really, really love? Plant that in your garden. Nurture that with the hands with your own bare hands. Nurture it with your mind. Nurture it with your heart and your soul. Every day, in some small, small way. And those small moments will string together and start to feed us when we're not necessarily safe in our container. We might be out in the world. The world looks different now. Doing our daily duties is different. The collective energy is riddled with shadows and darkness. And the Scorpio invites us to look at that. The power is in the darkness. The power are our dark parts, the parts that we often put to the side, bury under the sand or the earth. This is a moment to uncover them and shine them in the light, to offer them transformation, because nothing can hold power over you if you look it in the face. Nothing. Trust me on that one. Nothing. There is nothing that can hold power over us, period. It is a choice. It is a practice. We are here to tune in to this unlimited source that streams out of those sunny moments from our pet's eyes, our children, our partners, the art that we create, the interactions we have. All of those moments are filled with energy and love and soul-bearing power that can transcend us from the darkness, take us away from those moments to realize ourselves in another way, to move ourselves forward in our journey. The darkness never goes away, but we lose our let's say trepidation, to shine the light on it for what we might see. Because when we shine that light ourselves, there is nothing that can hurt us. Nothing. Nothing can hurt us anymore. So we gather up all of those little moments. Gather up those earthly moments. That little graffiti on the sidewalk that says, remember who you are, that makes you smile. The really kind person in a shop that helps you find something. The exchange of eyes over our masks with a friend or a stranger or a neighbor. The generosity of a sister. The comfort of our mothers. The presence of our fathers. The knowing that we are not alone in this journey. Delight in the things that make you happy. Follow the sunshine all day long. It is there to keep us moving, to keep us in forward motion. It is there to highlight us, to lead us like Hansel and Gretel from one thing to another. Allow it in and bask in it for that 1 or 2 seconds extra, and I promise you, it will reveal another sign, another step, another piece of candy, a breadcrumb in the Hansel and Gretel trail for us to find the buried treasure. The buried treasure is ourselves. minute by minute. We uncover who we are. We step into the power of this transit, also matched with Uranus and Taurus. Uranus is about surprises and unforeseen things. So something will come with this transit that will surprise you, delight you, bring something to the surface, bring some sort of awareness, something that again will move us forward in our journeys. And we welcome that because nothing can hurt us. We will only be raised in our levels of love, our consciousness, and in turn our freedom to be who we are. I invite you to take these next few moments to visualize your garden, the types of flowers or plants that you have in the garden. The joy in watching the tiny leaves grow day by day. Right now it feels as if we're all sprouts, flowers cracking through the concrete, through the lava, to reach for the sun. Because the power of the sun can help us transform anything. Literally, figuratively. Shining the sun on our darkness is courageous and brave. It's also rewarded with love and expansion and possibility, synchronicities. So we take a couple of collective breaths together and thank all those that came to join us for this message, this transmission. Find a little movement in your body, in your hands, in your face. Maybe a yawn or a stretch. A bow of the head to say thank you. Thank you to all those who joined us, seen and unseen. Thank you for taking a moment in your day to believe in yourself, to offer yourself peace and possibility from stillness. I can feel my heart beating, vibrations, my voice, transferring love and consciousness to all those that are here with us today. Again, seen and unseen. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for showing up for me. It's such an honor every single time I see your faces. This is my sunshine that reminds me why I'm here, and my purpose to continue to be myself, so I can share this light and messages with other people. I love you very much. Have an amazing day.
Thank you, Toni. That was incredible.
Thank you. I can feel you both.
It's really wonderful.
I know that you're doing amazing things and just showing up every day, and it's really special to share this time with you. And I think you're so beautiful, Toni.
The feeling is mutual. I loved how you, I guess the metaphor of the garden, you know, what are you planting? What are you watering? What are you fertilizing? What are you weeding out? It really resonated with me today. So I wanted to let you know that.
Thank you. Yeah. Beautiful. I love it. From where I sit, your garden looks so beautiful. It always has.
Thank you.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I think on certain days it feels like wild and unruly, like it's kind of got its poison ivy around our legs and it's kind of dragging us around. And other days, just one tiny little unfurling of this little leaf makes us think, okay, I can do this. And I think that being present with that on a daily basis can help us work through other things too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love you. Thank you for joining me.
My pleasure.
Have a beautiful day, and I can't.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
Signing off.